8, 9. Okay? So there's all my 10s. Okay, and now I'm going to go and add my 1s, which are going to be those itty bitty tiny blocks we do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So those right there are my 100s, so that represents 300. These long skinny ones represent my 10, which is 9, or we could all say 90. Then we have our 5 1s. Okay, so that's just for our first number. Now, what I didn't do yesterday when I did this in the video is I just kind of kept on drawing out this way, and I realized looking back at it later, I was like, that's going to be kind of hard to go back and regroup things. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a line here, and then underneath that do my 27. Now, I know my 10s are here, so I'm going to start there since I don't have any 100s. Okay, so I know I have 2 10s for 27. And then I have 7 1s. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that way I can kind of see everything better if I have to move things around, okay? So I think that's going to help you guys, if you need to use this strategy, see it a little better, okay? I don't know why y'all can't hear me. Can the rest of y'all hear me? Okay, I kind of figure I'm not sure why they can't hear me. Hold on just a second, guys. Okay. All right. Let's see if we give them a minute. Hopefully they can figure it out, but we're going to go on, keep going, guys, just for the sake of time. Okay? So, I'm going to look at my 1s first. Okay? So, I'm going to count all my 1s to start adding this up. Okay? So, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, I can circle those up and just put another 10 over here. So, I'm going to cross out 10 of those. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll get rid of that one up there. 10. And then what I'm going to do is just draw another 10 over here. Okay? So that way I'm not having to count all those 1s up. Okay? I'm going to mark them out even more so we don't even look at them. We want them gone. Those are gone. Okay? Now I'm going to go and do the same thing over in my 10s group, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we got 2 more. But I can take 10 of those and put another 100 over here instead. So I'm going to cross out 10 of the 10s. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And since those are gone, I can put another 100s block over here. Okay? Alright. So, I'm going to go on and do that so we can start figuring out what our answer is. So, I'm going to count my 100s first. Okay? So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? I'm going to go over to my 10s and count what's left. 1, 2. And then I'm going to go over to my 1s and count what's left. 1, 2. Okay? And so I got 422 for that one. Now, if you don't want to use the strategy, you do not have to. Okay? That is only if That is only if that strategy works for you. If it doesn't work for you, then do it the standard way, okay? Because I know I have a lot of friends doing that too, which is great. All right? I'm going to give y'all a minute to get that copy down if you're still doing that. Give me a thumbs up if you already got it. Okay. Give my friends a minute or two who are still copying it. Okay. And then I'll show y'all how to do the one with subtraction, okay? Because that one might be a little bit simpler. Just with how we've done subtraction the week before. Okay, and if you already got it, then great, just hang tight for a minute. And remember, I send out the video of this too, so if you need to go back and look at it, you can today, okay? Alright. I'm going to go on and erase, friends, so if you need to look back at the video I'm sending out later, you can. But I'm going to go on and show y'all. It's a hundreds one, okay? Or, what? Hundreds one. Subtraction one. I'm losing my mind, friends. Okay, so I'm going to go on and bring that equation down here so we can work with that. So 614 minus 217. Okay, so y'all go on and write that equation down. So that's the one we're going to work with next. So y'all should have that copy down. Now we're going to obviously start with our bigger number first because it is a subtraction problem. It was subtraction, we always start with the bigger number. Okay, so I got a lot of hundreds this time. I got 6 of them. Oh, I almost forgot to go under my numbers and write hundreds, tens, ones. Hundreds, tens, ones. Almost forgot to do that, friends. Caught myself. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to go back to doing our hundreds. So for our first number, we have 6 of them. So that's a lot. It's a lot of hundreds. Okay. I'm going to put 100 on them just so I don't forget. Okay. Hey friends, make sure in the chat you aren't talking right now. I need y'all paying attention. Okay, so we're going to go on and go to our tens place, which we only have 1. That makes that pretty easy. Okay, and then for our ones place, we have 4 of those. Okay, so we got a lot of hundreds this time and not so much of the other ones, but that's okay. Now, what we're going to do next is I'm not going to write all that out or draw all that out because I need to start taking it away. Okay, so this is going to be a little different from what we're used to, but y'all just kind of pay attention. If you still solve it the standard way, that's fine. Okay? Alright, so I need to take away 7 from this number, but look, I can't take away 7 right here with our ones because we don't have enough. So what I'm going to have to do is take this 10 and put 10 ones over here. So we're going to get rid of that 10. And we're going to put 10 ones. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Because we can't take away from just 4. We had to get more to get rid of our 7. Okay? So then what I'm going to do is now I'm going to take away my 7. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, I need to take away from my tens place. Okay? But now look, I got rid of that 10. So you know what I'm going to have to do? I need to come over here and take one of these hundreds and draw out 10 of those. Because now I have nothing to take away from there. Okay, so I'm going to cross out this one right here. I'm going to put, I'm going to go on and put them down here just so I have room. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Give y'all a second. Okay. So I'm going to go on, keep going. I just want to give y'all a second to get caught up on drawing that, okay? So now, I'm only having to take away 110, okay? So I'm just going to go on and mark that out, okay? Just the one. Okay? And then I only need to take away 2 of the hundreds blocks, and luckily I have enough here. So I'm going to cross that one out. 1, 2. Okay? And so that's what's left. So I just need to count what's not been marked out to get my answer. Okay? So I'm going to go on and start with my hundreds. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. And so now I'm going to count my tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. And then my last one's going to be my ones. Okay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So I got 397. Now, if this strategy confuses you and you don't like it, then don't do it. Just do it the standard way. Because I know a lot of y'all are still doing that too, which is totally fine. This is just for my friends who it's easier for them if they need visuals, okay? So I'm going to give y'all a minute to get that copy down, okay? Regrouping is tough, friends, but we're going to take it a day at a time and get it, okay? And remember, friends, if you don't get everything, it's okay. I'm going to post the video on YouTube later so you can go back and look at it if you need to. Okay. Okay, about 30 more seconds, and then we're going to go on and move on to reading, okay? friends, I'm gonna go on. And get rid of that so I can use it to show you how you'll do your reading response. Okay? And I feel like we've somewhat practiced something like this before, so it shouldn't be new. But we definitely want to keep practicing it because when y'all get to 3rd grade, y'all are going to be doing a lot more reading responses, so I want to make sure y'all are ready to go, okay? So I'm not going to read it today because this is a book we've read a gajillion times. But I always like going back to it because I know y'all know this book pretty well. And if you haven't read this book, then go on YouTube and listen to it. It's a very good book. Okay, so you all know Weekend with Wendell. We've read it a billion times because we love it so much. Okay, but we're going to use that for creating our reading response. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do with your reading response is I want y'all to start thinking, okay, thinking about what kind of character Wendell is. Okay, let's see. I want someone to tell me one thing that they know about Wendell. What's one thing you know about Wendell? Shaylee Beal?
That whenever Sophie and Wendell played, he was always the best part.
He always got to do the best part. So what does that say about him as a person? What kind of person was he?
Like a mean person.
Okay, he was mean. Okay. So I'm going to put Shaylee's example up there first. So I'm going to make a little chart, kind of. Okay. So right here I'm going to say trait. And then right here I'm going to say actions. Okay. And we're focusing on Wendell. Okay. We could focus on Sophia, but we're going to focus on Wendell today. Okay, so what Shaylee said is he always got to play the best part. So yeah, like whenever they would play any games, he would always get to do the best part, and Sophia almost never got to. So that kind of made him seem a little mean. Okay, so our trait for this would be mean. Okay, so maybe what are some other examples of how Wendell was mean? I can even go back in the book. I'll try and find an example for y'all to help out. Oh, he stole her dessert. That was something that wasn't very nice. He stole her dessert. At dinner time. That's not very nice. Okay? That was another thing he did. Okay? And let's see if we can find one more to show that he's mean. Oh, he put shaving cream on her head. She probably didn't like that. No, so we're going to put shaving cream on her head. Well, I'm going to put shaving cream on Sophia's head because I want to be specific. Okay, I'm going to even put for a trait, because these things can also say that, yeah, he's very mean, but we can also say he's rude. Those things also made him a very rude person. He wasn't being very nice, so he could also be rude. We have about 3 of those, which is fine. So it was played the best part. He stole her dessert, and he put shaving cream on her head. Okay? And then from looking at some of those actions, I was able to come up with some traits that we knew about him. Or you already knew a trait, and then you found some actions that supported that. Okay? Oh, I got some friends who aren't making very good choices. Oh, friends. Okay, give me a thumbs up when you've got about that much. Okay, we got thumbs up. Carmen, do you have a question, kiddo? Yes, ma'am.
Miss Pissy, I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? Well, can you hear me now?
I can, but when you unpause me, I can hear you.
Here, let me pause you again and see what happens. What about now? Oh!
I can hear you now.
Well, because I unpaused you again. I don't know, kiddo. That's super odd. Okay, hold on, kiddo. Yes?
We're trying to talk, but you have us muted.
Oh, yeah, I had everyone muted just when I was talking. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, you asked a question. He was trying to answer.
Okay.
He also pinched her on the toe.
He pinched her on the toe? Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll put that on here, too. Thank you, Boston. I remember him pinching her. Pinching Sophia. Okay. All right. Okay, friends. So now I'm going to talk about how we would do our response. So I did send out a sentence stem for it. Okay, and remember, we want to be very specific with our sentence stems, okay? So we're going to say, in the book, I'm going to go very slow with this so y'all are able to get it. Okay, so in the book, I'm going to block it for just a second. A weekend with Wendell. Okay. Carmen. Carmen. Yes, ma'am.
I can't hear you still. I don't know what you said.
Okay, well, right now we're doing our response, kiddo, or at least modeling and doing it together, okay? I'm not sure why yours is only working whenever I unmute you, okay? But right now, we're just working on that response, okay? I'm going to mute you again so y'all can hear me, okay? But right now we're copying this down, okay?
Yes, Mom.
Okay, thank you. Okay, also, I can't see everyone's faces all at once, so I am going back and forth, so if you're raising your hand, I can see you, okay? I have to go bounce back and forth with everyone. If you're still copying, it's fine. I'm going to go on and keep going, okay? I just want y'all to have this as an example y'all can use for whenever you go and do your own today, okay? And I know it's with the book y'all are very familiar with, so that's why I wanted y'all to have this. Okay, so in the book, A Weekend with Wendell, Wendell is, now here's where I would put my trait, okay? Now I have two traits I can pick from here, okay? So we could either say mean or rude, okay? So I'm going to go with mean. He is mean, okay? Yes, Antonio?
What is that on best? After before and what's between D and L?
D,
Is it between A and E?
D, and L. Try to see. Oh, it's an E. So we know that Wendell is mean because, okay? Okay, so he was mean because, and guess what? All these actions and things he did, guess what? Those are examples from the text. So you can just pick one of them, okay? And you can say because he played the best part every time they played games, or he stole her dessert, or he put shaving cream on Sophia's head, or he pinched Sophia. So I'm going to pick because he put shaving cream on Sophia's head. Okay? So he put shaving cream on Sophia's head. Now you can pick a different one to write down if you want. That is your choice. I'm just using this one for the sake of an example, okay? So he put shaving cream on Sophia's head. If you remember another one from the book, you can write that one down even. See lots of friends getting their stuff down. Awesome. This is going to help you out when you go and do your work later, okay? And then tomorrow, whenever I see what y'all come up with today, I'll answer any questions and point out anything we still need to work on, okay? And things that we're doing really good, too. I'll give y'all a minute for that because I know that was a little bit of writing. Okay. Give me a thumbs up if you already got it. Got some thumbs ups. If you're still copying, you're good. If you got it, great. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So friends, when you go and do your reading today, which really you're picking whatever book you want to do, I want y'all to pick one of your characters from the book, preferably your main character, okay? So in this case, we picked Wendell in A Weekend with Wendell. And then you're going to make this little chart, okay? So right here, you're going to put the action, so things you notice, what are they doing, okay? And then from these things, what kind of traits can you pick out about your character? So for Wendell, we picked mean, and I even threw in the word rude. Now, we could have picked other words for him, but we wanted to keep it simple, okay? So maybe write down 3 or 4 things that you see that they do, or things that they even say in the book, okay? And then you'll go over here and you'll write your traits down. And then guess what? This stuff right here helps you come up with your response, which this is a much shorter response than what we've done so far, but we're going to keep it this simple for this week, okay? So remember, in the book, put your book title, write your character's name is blank, so whatever trait they are, because, and then under that, this was the thing he did. That was his action, okay? So we're going to keep it that simple for right now. This is going to help you at least get your thoughts kind of organized before you do your response, okay? Now, we'll do this again tomorrow just for practice. Remember, you are still just practicing this, okay? So if you have questions about it that we still need to go over and everything, we will go over them tomorrow in this, and I will give feedback on it today, okay? So if you're still copying, that's fine. You can keep copying. If you've already finished copying, you can go on and click out. Okay? So if you still need a minute, you can go on and do that. If not, then you can go on and go. Okay? So if you are done, you are good to go. Okay? And remember, I'll upload the video too. Antonio, do you have a question?
Can we talk to our friends or no?
We're going to do that at 12 o'clock, okay, bud?
Okay.
Okay. Carmen, did you get that copied down?
Yes, ma'am.
You got it? So you know what to do today?
I do.
Okay.
Why
Okay.
can I only hear you when